Welcome, welcome, welcome to American Dream Trading's The Aftermarket Party. And I'm Dawn, your host, aka J&J Video Reacts. And this is a stream created for you traders to have a place to come hang after the market, just so that you can have a place to decompress and talk about strategy. American Dream Trader was founded by Chad W. Christian, who's a 34-year stock market vet who has literally traded in every market condition imaginable. And the cool thing about him is he teaches us how to do the same thing, how to make sure that we are watching our charts, making sure that we're paying attention to our charts using proper risk management and focusing, like we're talking about tonight, on process over profits, over outcome, right? If you're so worried about the outcome, how are you in the process? You should be watching your process, right? The outcome's going to take care of itself, but you got to focus on the process first. But before we dig deep into it, please make sure you guys are smashing that like button and sharing out the content and making sure you subscribe if you are not yet already subscribed. We're trying to get close to 20K subscribers, and right now we're sitting at 17,659. Only 2341 to go, gang, and we are there. So let's talk about what we've got going on. January 22nd, we have got a workshop, which is absolutely free. This is phenomenal. We're doing a free workshop called Start Your Day Trading Journey. And it is going to be going over the basics of day trading. It will teach you things like charting, support and resistance, and just things to build your confidence as a new trader, especially if you don't have any experience. And the cool thing is we've got people that are millionaires in here that have been created off of Coach's simple strategies that he has taught them. And a lot of them didn't even have day trading experience when they came here. So, and not only that, there's been hundreds of people that have retired because of the training that they've gotten here. So, gang, I'm telling you, if you know like I know, you will make sure you get over to americandreamtrading.com and get signed up right away. You can't miss it. As soon as you get to the website, it's right there on the landing page. Yellow strip right across Coach's forehead that says join the free workshop here. Just click that button and go ahead and get signed up. And we're looking to have 1,000 people in that room, and it's filling up fast. So please make sure you go ahead and get your registration in so that you can get a seat. And again, it's January 22nd. January 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern, right? So tonight's topic: process over outcome, right? And I want to thank everybody for an amazing show that we had last night. Coach was on here, Mark McSee, F2. They were on here and they joined the panel, and we had a gay old time, Wilma. I couldn't help that. I'm sorry. But yeah, we had a great time and it was absolutely amazing. Got a couple tips in the tip jar. Thank you guys for those. Appreciate that. Even F got his first mod tip, so that was awesome. But we were talking about, Coach was just on here in rare form, just doing a master class, and Mark was just banging out the numbers. I think he made like something like $32,000 last night in about a half an hour, maybe even less than that. I think it was like 17, 18 minutes, something like that. So we we learned it all here. So you are in the right place at the right time if you're looking to change your life and change your future and put a skill in your back pocket that will carry you through the rest of your life. And I don't care where you do it. You can be on a cruise ship and you can be doing it. You can be in your home, on a cruise ship, at the store. You can trade and make money. It doesn't matter how old you are, what color you are, how, it doesn't matter. You can make money, and we teach you how to do it over here. So welcome to the stream. And if I'm looking down in the chat, I see Jeffrey. What's up, bro? How you doing? Kimberly. What's up, Kimberly? Welcome. Big Daddy up in the house. 1, 2, 3. Sam, what's going on, ADT? And you guys should be able to hear me now, right? Because I scoped out the replay as I was watching it, and I saw that I was muted when I was introducing the show. Sorry about that. Oh man, Chris, new phone. Who this? Big Daddy said we didn't hear. I know. We didn't hear what you said. I know, babe. I didn't say anything other than the title of the show. I kept it short and sweet. I said, "What do you do when you're trying to figure out how to trade?" And I think I said process over outcome on tonight's show. It was real quick. Let's see. It's all good. Thank you. Sister struggling with the eyes, right? What up, chart and soul? How are you doing, honey? We got Pappy D in here. Pappy, what's going on? We're here saying good afternoon at Kimberly and everybody. Any new Diamond members in here? Congrats on the Diamond. Miranda, how you doing, honey? How are you? Pebbles. Pebbles Gold. Green Day today. Way to go, Pebbles. Way to go. And butchered white-tailed deer. I didn't need to know that, Pebbles. I didn't need to know that. Roadkill. You better not walk in front of my car because you'll be roadkill talking about butchering a deer. Don't talk to me about butchering an animal. You know I'm vegan. Don't even go there. I know it's hunting season. I don't need to hear about all that. See, now you got me picturing a deer all jacked up, Pebbles. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Yeah. Oh man. He's probably giggling. Oh man. Pappy said winding down for the day. How about me? Same. Winding down. Winding down. Matthew, Fallout. It will be recorded and on Discord like the other workshops, right? Miranda, know the answer to that? I'm assuming it will be. Because after a while they show up in the workshop classes, so most likely, yes, sir. Yep, Maria answered, said yes. Diesel Dan, what's going on, bro? Diesel Dan's in the house. Let's go, Boomer. I see you down there. Want to come up and hang out? You, Maria? Miranda? Bayside Jim. Had to take the message away. Okay. Maybe misspelling or something. All right. Secret Shopper. How are you? Jerry. Best intro ever, probably. Probably best intro ever. Who was I remember there was a guy who was shopping at Costco and trading Costco, making money at the same time. Was that who was that? Was that Eric? Because Eric was famous for being at the gym, but he didn't trade when he was at the gym, I don't think. Could have been David. F2 is in the house. What's up, my brother? My day was good. Yep, my day was good. Interesting day. You click everyone, make sure you click the, thank you. Thank you, Pappy. Appreciate you. Click it. Yeah, Pebbles. Yeah, thanks. You can keep those little comments to you, man. That's the best part. Jerry, if they didn't manage the deer, they're big and there would be as many of them as rabbits. Yeah, well, yeah. Manage the deer? Is that what you call managing? I'm glad we don't get managed like that. I mean, you know, I guess at the end of the day, we get managed too because our body can only run for so long. I don't care how many vegetables and fruit you eat, right? How much vegetables and fruit you eat, you're gonna die. I hate to put it that way. So that's population control in itself, right? But let God manage the deer. You feel me? Deer die naturally too, don't they? I mean, they don't live forever. So why do we have to manage them? But that's a political discussion, and we can get into that all day long. I don't even want to do that. Oh God, is Mark getting in it? Give me some. Oh God, Why do we have to start Boomer up? You know he is chomping on the bit to get in that. We're gonna let it go. Pebbles, I will never forgive you for starting that conversation. I mean, what was I supposed to do? Not protest? Come on. Bayside Jim. Dear Cherokee. Oh man, you guys are. Why are you poking the bear, people? Why are you poking the bear? Nope. Lost my voice. Yes. Uh-oh. Lost my light. Oh, there we go. That is BS, Mark. Get your buns up here. You don't even have to talk. You probably got in trouble. What is going on? You probably got in trouble last night, probably just like Coach did. No, that's right. Coach's wife was cool with it last night. But yours wasn't. She told you to get your butt upstairs and you never did. You hung in here for like another 2 hours. Did you sleep on the couch, Mark? Have rehearsal tonight. Oh, that's right. It is Tuesday, isn't it? God, you just full of them, aren't you? I forgot, though. You're right. I forgot it is Tuesday. Yeah, I want to co host this evening. Come on up, Secret Shopper. The guy. Let me go ahead and put the link down there. And matter of fact, I just realized I forgot to put the damn link. Okay, I'm talking smack about joining the panel, and the link's not even down there. Hold on. Let me handle my business. And paste. Boom, there we go. Link is in the chat. All right. Don't forget, refer people out to the promo. Leonard Jones, what's going on? What's up? Can you put the. Yep, done. Let's see. Always doing some sort of. Matt's wife is always doing some sort of display thing at Costco and has always with her. Oh, and he's always with her. Okay. Jerry, what's going on? Managing people. I was in the army managing people. Yeah. Yeah. Managing people is not always the easiest thing to do. You got different personalities. You're dealing with adults. I did it too. I had a team of about 20 people in a call center. So yeah, I get it. Hunter, manage a healthy population of game. But I'm done talking about it, people. Hold on. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. We got a couple people coming in. F, my brother from another mother.
Hello,
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Who is that up here with us?
Trent,
Trent. Hey,
Yes,
man. Are you a secret
ma'am.
shopper?
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
Yes, man, I'm doing fantastic. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking.
All right. That is always good to hear. Um, let's see. Just making
Yeah,
sure I get to everybody down there. How did y'all do today? Do good?
I did. I think 16% today. We think. Yeah, yeah. My realized was 16%.
Got to give Trent the bell on that one.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.
16%
Thank you.
on total account. Way to go. What did you play?
Um, I hate to say Apple, but I took Apple and it slapped me. But I'm still doing okay. I still turned out green on it. But I've really been hanging around Nvidia a lot. So Apple is just it's only moving $2 or $3 at most. You
Uh
know what I
huh.
mean? It's just
I
not
do.
swinging per se. So
You went to
it
your side chick.
when did I decide that?
You went to your
Uh,
side chick.
I'm sorry. Say that once more, please, ma'am.
I said you went to your side chick.
Oh hell yeah! I mean, no, no.
Oh.
Hey,
Mm-mm-mm. Trent, Trent,
Nvidia.
Trent.
I don't give a dang what anybody says about Nvidia. Nvidia has been treating me right the last couple weeks.
Nvidia. That's like Bruno used to really love AMD like that. I see he's back kind of trading that a little bit.
Yeah,
It's all right. I remember when Nvidia was Nana stock. Nana loved Nvidia.
really.
Mm-hmm.
Dang.
Nvidia, she would call it. Um,
Nvidia.
mhm. But she
Well,
moved away from it. She kind of got into spy.
yeah. Oh my. Speaking of spa, did Giovanni join us today? This evening?
I don't think he did.
I
I'm
don't
not.
either.
I don't think he did. But was he supposed to?
Well, I mean, we invited him a couple of weeks ago, and
Mm-hmm.
then I really hate to say it. I believe I feel in my heart that I'm the newest ADT member that drank.
What happened? Did we lose him?
Yeah, he's not on the panel.
Okay. There he is backstage again. Let me let him back in here. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what happened. Sorry about that.
No,
Uh,
I don't know what happened there.
yeah, no, I just I mean I I was just wanting to talk to him per se on a little bit more psychological level and give him like the advice I wish I would have given myself 10 months ago, much less last February. I mean, I was just begging for freaking Mr. Palm to freaking throw me under the bus and be like, look what Trent did last February with 95% TAV to the negative.
Right.
You know, like, dude, 4 days, congratulations, man. 4 days, congratulations. That's great. Stop drinking a junk. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Oh my gosh, I'm scared for him. Oh my goodness. Like if this is the one time in your life to not listen to your gut, don't listen to your gut right now. Listen to us. It's not gonna feel okay. It's not gonna feel right. You're gonna have to. We don't want you to learn by yourself when we've all done it too. You
Right.
know, and I'm just,
Absolutely.
oh my goodness.
I think I heard him earlier today in the stream, but to be honest with you, I kind of I stopped thinking about it because you can't as much as I
Yeah,
want to help, you got to help those that want to be helped.
yeah,
So if he feels like he's got it under control and he didn't want to come on here, I ain't gonna chase him. You know what I
right,
mean? He's
right.
he's a good guy. He seems like he's continuing to get it done. I would love to talk to him about the psychological thing too, but he's got to be, wanting to be in that place. And remember, he went through the thing with his brother, so
Yeah.
giving him some space.
Well,
You know.
the biggest thing I was wanting to tell him this afternoon, or even
Mhm.
earlier in the Zoom, is I don't know how big your account is. You know what I mean? But I promise you, if you pay yourself $250 every Friday and you paper trade a $5,000 account, you will not hate yourself in 6 months. You know what I mean?
I do. I do.
So
That's funny. I think he said his account was at 2,000. It was at 10,000, but he had to pay some funeral expenses and things like that, and it whittled down to 2 grand. And he was working off of that, trying to build off of it. At
Oh,
least in the last conversation that we had on the Zoom call.
mm-hmm.
So I don't know where he is now with that, but we wish him well. Hopefully he's doing all
Oh,
right with it. I thought I heard him talking about referring somebody or something earlier, but he sounded like he was doing all right. So
yeah, yeah. I just hope that the rules that he was telling us that he's got in place, he
mhm,
truly in his heart has got in place because
me
he
too.
would be just light years ahead of himself if he was actually trading one contract at a time. You know what I mean? Because it's only going to take trading one contract a spy every day at zero DTE at his experience level, 7, 8, 9, 10 times for him to be like, well, maybe I should step back. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So,
for sure. For sure.
but I mean, I do. I wish him the best. I see myself in the mirror from 6 months ago. I'm just like,
Oh, me too.
bruh,
Me too. When I was listening to him,
bruh.
it was painful because I've been
It
there.
was. It
And
was.
a lot of us have been there. F2's been there. All of us have been there. So it was like, please don't go down that road. But it's like your kid, right? You can't, as much as you want to lead them and you do lead them, that's not going to mean that they're not going to go ahead and try it for themselves anyway. All
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
do is put it out there, let them know you're there for them, and hope for the best with that, right? Because you
Right.
can't lock them down. None of us are going to be able to, storm into his house and be
Oh
able to
yeah.
keep his hand off the mouse. So, it's no sense in beating him up about it, beating ourselves up about it, unless he wants that, unless he
Yeah.
subjects himself to the being transparent, letting us know what's going on. And
Yeah.
I don't think he's opened up since that day, really. So I don't know if we went too hard on him or what, but it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Can't
So
make people do something. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force it down their throat, right?
I
So
know it. I know it.
you got a good heart though, Trent.
Yeah,
Your
Maybe
you
heart's in the
ground
right
it.
place, brother.
I was thinking about this earlier. Like I'm thinking about having like Trent rules and like a 2 slideshow orientation of like this is shit you have to do. Even though coach has got it, coach don't understand from the freaking like even though I've trusted a billion people and nine whatever minus one has burned me, that one person I'm still going to keep opening it up to, and until I find that one. And I really
Yeah.
feel like that's kind of where he is psychologically is he sees that he can do it, and we're all trying to save him and whatnot, but it's just he's never had anybody in his life I feel to lean on and trust per se, where he can reconnect throughout that path, like in his brain where we can kind of lead him. You know what I mean? He's just gonna. I really feel. I hate to say it. I'm the exact same way. He I don't want him to get burned, but he just got to get burned to figure it out.
Yep. Yep. Unfortunately. That is the elixir, if you will, that's gonna wake him up. And if he had, and I don't wish that on anybody though. But if he continues with that mindset that he had then, I don't know if he's changed it or what's happened, but if he continues with that mindset, it will be inevitable that he will um probably go down hard.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh, he will.
I
He,
hope
he will.
not though. I hope not. And if he doesn't, more power to him. Maybe he'll be
Right.
the one that
Exactly.
kind of dodges the bullet. You never know. We can't predict it. So the market does
Jimmy and
different things with different people.
right. Yeah. Exactly. I mean, Jimmy and a guy from Austin. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. They
Who,
freaking
Brady?
Brady. Yeah, Brady. Yeah, I mean, they just kind of got it on day one, for whatever reason.
Well, Jimmy took that hit though, remember? Jimmy actually took a took a took his
A
account down to
twenty
about
thousand
five
dollar
grand.
hit.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
he
yeah.
didn't get it initially, but he talked to coach and coach worked with him and got him to
Uh-huh.
where he needed to be. Brady though, but Brady took 30 days. He didn't spend any money for like a month. How many
Yeah,
of us have done that? There's a few people that have done that, but
right,
that's few and far in between. It's like you get in here and you want to just hit the go button, right?
right.
And especially when you hear people that are like smashing 6 and 7 figure incomes, you
Mm-hmm.
are drinking the Kool-Aid, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you want some of that Kool-Aid for yourself. So it acts as a carrot that's being dangled in front of you, and you want that carrot. But you got to realize, you know what? That's not my carrot. That's somebody else's carrot. Let me go over here with these
Yeah.
carrots
Yeah.
and work on them in my own time. And you know, if Giovanni has a fall, hopefully he'll be transparent with the group. Hopefully he won't leave,
Yeah.
and he will get the guidance that he needs to get through that. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Right. Well, Jerry on YouTube says people's moods dictate how they interpret what you say. So you
That's
could have the
true.
best intentions, and they could walk away thinking the worst thing.
That
Absolutely.
you're hammering them, right?
Yep. Yep.
Perspective is reality. Whatever you think is true,
Mm-hmm.
right? So whatever you think is true in your world. So, it's either way. I don't think he was offended. I just think he figures, you know what, let me just lay low. Let me not put myself out there because I don't need the lecture type
Right.
thing,
Right.
right?
Oh,
So
exactly. I mean, I hate to say it. I hate to say it. I did it too. It's just hard-headed Trent rules. I tell you what, I'm gonna do it. So we got like
yep.
coaches rules and then hard-headed Trent rules, and it's going to include slapping yourself as step one. So
F, were you about to say something a little bit ago?
Uh, I'm gonna go with no because nothing's popping back in my head. So probably
Okay.
had some smart comment or something. Probably wasn't nothing serious.
Okay. Okay, so tonight's topic, gang, is process over outcome. And we know about that, don't we? Basically, we don't want to be focusing on what's going to happen in the outcome. I mean, yeah, you want to have a trading plan, but you want to focus on your process so that you can make sure that the outcome is what you're hoping for, right?
mm-hmm.
Y'all want to take turns reading these with me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I started
Okay.
the problem judging yourself by one trade instead of the process.
A lot of people tend to do that, right? One trade, one trade does not make or break who you are as a trader, right? So, you can, I mean, I tell you what, that happened. I told you guys about the Netflix thing, and I thought I was the best trader in the world because I hung in there and stuck with Netflix and made that 2 grand, and haven't duplicated that since. Right now, that doesn't mean I've turned into a bad trader. I've just turned into a more um, aware trader. And I don't just go jumping in stuff, and I'm, taking base hits and learning how to, do it one step at a time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of chasing everything, right? There would have been a time, I remember the Google thing that happened the other day, and there would have been a time I would have ran right over to Google and tried to jump in it. And I was kind of proud of myself then because I looked at it and I said, okay, yeah, it's already climbing. And yeah, I'm just going to let sleeping dogs lie with that. And I'll be damned if it didn't start falling and kept falling right after that. I'm like, you
Mm-hmm.
go, girl. You go, girl. Because look what would have happened had you jumped in that, right? And that's one of the hardest lessons that we have to learn. And part of the process is waiting for the right setup, right? So
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. I still struggle with that at times too. Guessing bottoms every once in a while. I'll catch myself guessing a bottom, and I'll have to freaking chew my own butt, you know.
I
But
like the end of Palm's conversation. Did you hear that on the Zoom call when he was talking about when you can tell a stock's kind of bottoming out a little bit?
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was
absolutely,
pretty cool info. I don't want to
absolutely.
give it away for free, but that was pretty cool info.
Yeah, yeah. But last February, I heck no, I wouldn't have seen anything like I see today. You know what I mean? And I proved it. I got the receipt to show it. It was $12,000. I got the receipt to show it.
Nice.
So, oh,
Nice.
negative, negative, negative.
What?
The burn. Yeah, from SPY trading 0 DTE last February. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I lost like 12 grand in one day trading zero DTE on options just because it just freaking tanked one day and I had a call.
Oh man.
Yeah.
What happened to the
I
stop
think
loss, brother? I'm gonna ask you like Maria asked me. What happened to the stop loss?
yeah, that was before.
Mm,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I
I
moved it a
get it.
couple times.
It was there.
It
It was
was
just
there.
being moved.
I was just moving it.
Yep. Man, that I remember when Mark had that 8K that he lost. He always talks about that. He was crying in the corner in a fetal position, But I tell you what, he bounced back after that,
Mm-hmm.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So one trade does not define us, whether it's a
Yeah.
win or a loss. So
Right.
don't get caught up in it.
Right.
Let's see, where are we?
Professional thinking. How did I follow the rules? Did I manage risk? Did I stay disciplined?
So once again, we're talking about the rules and making sure we follow them, and coach has them laid out so that we don't blow up our accounts. But and all of us have done it. It's not just Giovanni. All of us have done it. You just talked
Mm-hmm.
about yours. I've talked about, and I mean, you beat your head against the wall, but at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you got something sitting right there that'll make it so easy,
Mm-hmm.
and we don't do it. Not everybody. There's some people that like get it, and now that's what they do. They follow the rules. F2
Right.
follows the rules. David follows. And I mean, even if you break one here and there, because it does happen. Even coach will break one of his own rules. We've seen him do it. Um, at the end of the day, they're there for a reason, and when you
Mm-hmm.
use them, they work, right?
But it's about compounding. And drinking
Yeah,
the Kool-Aid is not a good way to start compounding.
not at all. Not at all.
So,
So I drank that futures Kool-Aid and wasn't
mm,
ready for it. I thought I was ready for it, but I wasn't ready for that Kool-Aid.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
will be one day, but it wasn't, right now I'm focused on what I'm doing with IWM. Ange, what up, baby girl? Don't you want to round out the panel and make it two boys and two girls up here? You or Maria? Come on, come on.
Amar on YouTube says blew more than 200 accounts and two payouts in 2025. More than 200 accounts. What does
Wait a minute,
that mean?
read that again. Read that again.
Amar from YouTube says I blew more than 200 accounts and two payouts in 2025.
Wow. Damn.
I totally need an explanation for that one. 200. There's only 200 trading days. Like, how did you, or 250? Like, how'd you blow 200 accounts?
I'm actually impressed that they even did that. I'll be honest. I'm impressed the other way. Like how? Come on
Yeah,
up. Be transparent. Let's talk about it. I mean, we ain't gonna
absolutely.
beat you up or nothing because I actually want to hear how that's even possible. You know,
Yeah, because
talk
the
to us about
application
it.
process by itself is what, at least a week? It's got to be. I mean, I
Man,
don't remember anymore, but
that is nuts. But and still here. Look at that. So come on, Ange. um John B. Prop firms. You know what? That's what I was thinking. I was thinking, was it a prop firm? Because that's what it sounds like. 200 accounts. Think about it. How you can go into the prop firms and keep restarting and all of that.
I've never ever looked into prop firm. It
Me
cash.
either. Yeah, I won't mess with them. I won't
Yeah,
mess with them because I'd rather just trade straight, but that's a personal preference and get my money and not have anybody else in that getting a cut of anything or me having to go back. Yeah, I mean, there are people that do them and do well at them. Doug smashes them, right? But um, it's just not my cup of tea. Maybe
right.
one day I'll try it, but right now
Yeah,
that's just not where I'm at.
yeah. Absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, yeah. Absolutely, yeah. Everybody's trying to educate me now. Yes, prop firms. Yeah, personally, I've never looked into them. I don't really trust them per se, and especially some of the conversation this week that kind of stood out to me about prop firms is, the supervisors or managers aren't experienced, and there's a reason for that. You know, it's kind of like the blind leading the blind, and the bank's going to take the money.
Yeah.
So, but
Ammerfast said that they traded 8 accounts at a time per
yeah,
day
that's heck no,
simultaneously. Wow.
heck no.
I couldn't focus on that. Like, how could you even?
It's hard. I can't. I can't. I tried trading Nvidia and Apple today at the same time. Two different securities at the same time. First time I've ever tried that today. It drove me nuts. It drove me nuts. It was so stressful. Trying to
Look,
jump from chart to chart and time frame, and
right. Well, and I never would do more than 2 because you can put 2 charts up on your screen at the same time. And I
hmm
kind of cheat whenever I have done that. It's been charts that ran together, like SPY and IWM tend to run together most of the time.
hmm
So I'm playing IWM, but I'm watching SPY. And if I see SPY making the same move, but a little bit smoother, because sometimes IWM has a way of being choppy with its movement. It'll
hmm
go down, but it's kind of choppy. But SPY is tick, 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 tick. I'll jump in SPY as well and get the money over there and, you know, go back and forth between the two. I have not
right.
done that in months, but when I did do it, that's the way that I would do it. But
hmm
it's still hard, even when they're running together like that. It's still hard
hmm
to make, because if they both start losing, then you got to hurry up and and close them out, and it's just a pain in the
Yep.
it's
Yep.
pain.
That's exactly correct. Exactly. Man.
KK, what's going on? Dawn, why do you say
What's that next?
you're too? You know why? We talked about that. If that's who I think it is, because I tend to overtrade when I go to futures. Um, Even when I'm losing, and that's not good. Because I want a revenge trade because I can get right back in it. And then I end up whittling it down and whittling it down. But it's because and I've come to the conclusion it's because I was not waiting for the proper setups, right? If you wait for the proper setup in futures and just let it run, it'll take care of you, right? Provided there's times, right, when these stocks run and they're not choppy. If you trade futures and it's choppy in any way, shape, or form, you will lose money. That was my problem. I was continuing to try to trade chop and keep going back in and keep going back in because I could trade over and over again. And that, mm-mm. So what I'm doing is I'm getting my discipline together on IWM
There
from
you go.
doing that. So I'm getting my discipline together. I'll be back over there doing it again, but I want to get my mental right first to where I can make a few dollars and walk away from it.
hmm
Right.
Yeah.
And the
Yeah.
way to train yourself to do that is to leave yourself buying power, but don't use it. That's my goal. Get in there, make a couple trades, and leave yourself some buying power. Don't use the buying power. Even though you have it there and you can get back in, don't do it. If you can
Yeah.
do it when it's sitting right in your face, then you can do that consistently. Then you can go over to futures and you don't have to trade every trade because you've
Mm,
already trained yourself to do it with the buying power, right?
yeah.
We got another guest. Oh, yay. Hi, honey.
Is that Miss Ange?
It is.
Did she change her name too from Miss Angela to Miss Ange?
I
No.
guess.
I say I thought I seen ANG the other day, and I was like,
Oh, probably.
oh, okay.
What's up with you? Get that
I'm-
RBF off of there.
I'm
What's
so
up?
tired. Oh my god, I'm so tired.
Really?
Yes.
How'd you
I'm
do?
just beat.
And you came up here anyway. You do love me.
Yeah, twist my damn leg. It's fine.
What's going on?
Oh, nothing. Not a darn thing. What are you talking about today? Process over outcome.
Process over outcome. Yes,
That's
ma'am.
fair.
Yeah. Um, which is something that we talked about on this show quite a few times, but you can't talk about it enough, right? Um,
Right.
Gotta hammer it home. I'm doing well fasting, by the way.
Yeah, I'm just coming off of fast.
Are you?
Maybe that's
No
why
wonder you
I'm
look so
not
evil.
real. For real.
Yeah,
I like this process over outcome. I like this topic. I feel like it needs to be like talked about every day. Like it, you know what I mean?
I do. That's why we're doing it. Yeah, because you can't hammer it home enough because even when we do talk about it and I internalize it, then you find yourself going back maybe a week later and doing the same shit. Right? You're still you're focused on the outcome, and it's hard not to do that. It really, I mean, it takes some serious habit building of just going in. Like last night, I was watching Mark, right? And I'm like, it's fun. Oh, by the way, Connor Price, girl, loving that song. Loving that song. I found it on YouTube this morning. I played it like over and over and over, him and Nick D, and then
Oh,
watched the
too
more videos.
easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He makes it look so freaking easy because to him, it is at this point. He knows what he's looking for and he wants that same setup and he does not do it unless it's that thing happening that he wants to happen. And people lose patience and well, it's close. Let me go ahead. You know. Well, the second candle looks like it has oomph. Yeah, but if it's flickering, you know, and he
Mhm.
doesn't do it. And I still find myself maybe getting into it when it's flickering. It looks like it's got the oomph, but then it seems like as soon as I get into it, the oomph turns the other way, right? And I'm
Mhm.
like,
Yeah.
damn it. I should have waited for it to complete. What? Like, what's going on? Why can't I get that entry right? So it's like you beat yourself up against a wall, but at the end of the day, when you master it, you have to master that process. You can't keep focusing on and I'm not focused on the outcome because I'm trading so small that it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah.
So I am in process mode trying to get that entry right. That's what I'm doing. So
F2.
Yes.
Are you awake?
Yeah, I'm reading, dozing in and out.
did you
Trying to
just
figure out.
doze?
I dozed. I ain't gonna lie, I can't miss it. But I've been trying to figure out some stuff in Discord and stuff. And
Uh-huh. I
yeah,
know
it's
he's
all
tired.
free. It's
She
all
I
free.
called his ass out. She wake up,
get
boy.
it though. I get it. It gets start for me, and it starts getting closer to the end of the week. I am toast. I am toast. I
It's
can't hardly
Tuesday.
put a sentence together. I am exhausted. It is time to call it. No, that's part of the reason why I haven't turned on my live crypto account yet because
Mm. Oh,
I just need to take it down at the
yeah.
end of the week because I
You're gonna
know
go
as
for
soon as
crypto?
I do that. Oh yeah, I'm gonna turn that shit up. I'm gonna have a great time with it. Um,
You
I'm
been going to
excited
the
about it.
classes?
What's that?
You been going to the classes?
I've gone to a couple. For me, I just needed to know just very minimal. I don't need to. I don't care about some of the things. I mean, I probably, but it's the same with futures.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things I mean that I need to care about that I don't because of how I trade. So I don't care.
I get
Um,
that. I
I just need
totally
to
get
know how
that.
to buy, sell. I need to know my leverage percentage and its break and hold of the 9. Period. I don't need to overcomplicate it.
I get it. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. Um the whole even with news and stuff like that. I'm like I don't care. I just want to see what the stock's doing right now, right? And is it something that I can trade?
Right.
So, I completely get that.
Yeah. But I do agree with this, like the commentary here of like the paying more attention to the process. You know, and I focus purely on process myself, and I look at my P&L later. You know, like a lot of times, like I don't even know where my P&L is at until I take the time to go check it out.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't trade that way. I don't pay much attention to that or give it much effort.
That's awesome. Outcomes are random. Process is repeatable, right? And consistency beats luck. So pretty much in a nutshell, you know, you want to get it to a point where you're able to repeat this process over and over and over and over to where you can do it in your sleep pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
And there isn't a whole lot of thought process going on to it because it's a habit. You see your setup, you get in, or you don't. Period. Is that Eminem? Hey, Maria.
Hey, I'm trying to figure out my camera. Oh no, y'all. Welcome.
So, what do you think about the topic, honey? Are outcomes random?
I'm trying to figure out the background, the camera. Hold on. I'll be right back with you.
All right.
Well, and I've always kind of just stood by the whole idea that if you want something bad enough, you're going to do it and you're going to do it right.
Yes.
You know, and subconsciously, I mean, we could say words, right, that says, "Hey, you know, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do this the way I'm supposed to." But at the end of the day, like one, if you're not, then you don't want it bad enough. I mean, I'm sure F2 can attest to that. How much work he's had to do to get to that. If he didn't want it bad enough, he wouldn't have done what he's done.
That's right.
You
Yeah,
know?
I would have said F it and go on,
Is that a
Exactly.
pun?
but I wasn't about to be defeated. So
Exactly. It all comes down to it. I stand by that 110%. I've had my days too, just like everybody else. You know, I've had my days of burnout. I've had my months of being like, what am I doing? Like
Yeah.
I've had, you know, life happen, you know, and you fall off the wagon. You got to get back on it. You got two choices. You can either get back on it and move forward
Mm-hmm.
or
And just
not.
give up.
You
You just give up and get off the
know,
wagon and just walk the other way.
yeah. I live by that, you know, and the beauty of it is the group has seen that, you know, and I'm open about it. I talk about it with especially with the futures group,
Mm-hmm.
you know, but I stand by it. You know, we can make a million excuses about the outcome. I mean, give that as the moving point of that. But if you're not paying attention to the process, you're going to do the same crap over and over again.
Well, I mean, if
Absolutely.
that your process is trading like crap, then yeah, you're absolutely going to multiply it. You know what I mean? So that's what we were trying to save Giovanni for. I'm sorry. Go back to it though.
You cannot get off
Oh
Giovanni,
my
man.
goodness, I just want to.
Trent
It's
said
funny.
he's a therapist tonight. Trent got therapist
Oh
written
my
all
goodness.
over him tonight.
Well, my most autistic kid got sent home today, and uh, he happened to walk in right as Mr. Palm was saying, "Hey, man, you know I love you. This is all hearts and giggles and holding hands." And I forget exactly how he said it, but my autistic kid, he goes, "No, hell no. Somebody needs to wake his butt up." I was like, buddy. I'm just so glad my mic was off. So thank you, sir. Thank you.
Oh man.
But man, yeah, I mean, it was the same record on repeat. It's just like, man, I could see myself in him. You know, I could see myself in the younger Mr. Palm and the younger Miss Dawn and the younger Miss Maria and so on and so forth. You know, it's like, well, I mean, y'all probably didn't have it as bad as I did. I had to get slapped pretty dang hard many times before I finally figured it out. But
Are we talking about trading?
yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
2.5 years. That's long enough.
Yeah, I know,
That's how
right?
long it's taken me. I mean, come on. It's
Yeah.
like, come on, girl. What it's at some point you got to stop the BS
Right.
and call yourself out on it and just stop doing the same crap over and over because it's talking about outcome. It's just going to be the same outcome and you're
Yep.
never going to get any traction.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's like right now that's all I'm focused on is, my entry points and IWM. I'll tell you what though, shout out to Richard. I sent Richard a picture of the chart that I set up for IWM and with the mean it is completely on point. Dude, I got the mean where it needs to be, which is the gold line off the month, and went and looked at stock consultant and 364 was the level. So I made it just 365 and went up and I'm telling you, IWM is respecting the shit, excuse my French, out of all of those lines.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like, no way. So there's all kinds of tools that we can use to help us get the outcome right, right?
Right. Right. Well,
So
So,
I think what skews the whole process is
uh-huh.
when we see an outcome that's awesome, like you said earlier, your first trade with Netflix, and but we have no idea what the process was, right? Like
mhm.
Nope,
we don't
nope.
know how the heck we got so
Yep.
green, and that was so awesome. And
All
so it's not replicable.
and that was it. And I jumped in it.
Right. So it's not replicable. And then we're confused when
Mhm.
it doesn't happen again. And that's why, oh my God, I'm sorry. I don't know how long this will last, but that's why we cannot work on outcome until we have process. There has to be, you have to put the horse before the cart. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
I mean, you play like you practice. If you practice like crap, you're gonna play like crap. Practice don't make perfect all the time. Spy zero DTE is a perfect freaking example every day. Yeah, back to the slide. Absolutely. Yeah, yeah. You practice like you play. You want to play great, you got to practice great. You ain't practicing, you can't be great.
Yeah, you gotta practice to practice, right? Because it's something like you're
I
gonna
mean, but
struggle.
it's not spy. It's not spy. That's not it's not spy's fault, right? Like
Oh,
spy
correct.
is okay. So let's just be
Yeah.
clear that we don't have it's us, right? And
Oh,
that's why there's
absolutely.
process. It doesn't matter if it's 0 DTE, if it's 45 DTE. It's
Right.
literally the process of
Yeah.
trading.
And
Right.
your
Right.
mindset in that process because if you're not taking in and doing what you need to do and having the discipline, which was my problem forever. I mean, I had to always trade. I've gotten to a point now where sometimes, I mean, there's a day or two back where I won't trade. Like today, I did not trade. I did not trade IWM at all today. I didn't make not one trade. And I'm proud of that because it lets me know that I'm maturing as a trader.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have to jump at everything that I see and try to make something out of nothing, because that was part of my problem. I finally narrowed it down to one damn stock, but then it was, now it's the entry. Now I'm over trading with that stock. I'm trying to get in everything. So narrowing it down to the one, that which is part of the process. That is part of coach's rules. Only trade, he tells you to pick one stock, and only trade 3 to 5 times a day, right? So,
Which is why
I
I feel like I'm cheating, but it's a
why?
process though. Because the engulfing candles, I'm trading different tickers every day, more than once a day, but it's still a
No, no, no,
process,
no.
right?
You made
It's the process, right?
you honed in on a process that works for you. Mark trades every damn future there is, dude. So he's in silver, he's in platinum. He don't care because he's got that breaking hold of the nine so dialed in. It doesn't matter. A chart's a chart's a chart. It's his favorite phrase, right? So don't you are mastering that process. So you can trade anything. right? David, if he wanted to take his skills somewhere else, he could trade it just like he trades Apple, but he just chooses to stay with Apple. I don't think anything's right. I think you've picked your one. That, remember that book, The One Thing? You picked your one thing, and that is the engulfing candle. And now because of that, and that was a smart thing to pick because you can use it universally, right? So you can jump
Yeah,
around.
but there's some days where I'm like, I don't like any of these.
Yeah.
I don't like any of my engulfing candle choices, right? So,
Mhm.
I have kind of adopted Amazon. I think she and
Yeah,
I
we were
seem
talking about Amazon a lot. Yeah.
she and I seem to be getting along, but we'll see. I'm just paper trading it right now. Well, I did trade it on an engulfing candle setup one day, but now I'm just paper trading it to see. So it gives me an option when I don't like anything else I'm seeing.
I just don't. I can't look at the candles like that closely to find the engulfing. I see engulfings and I know what the engulfing pattern looks like, but to just hunt for them, I don't have the patience to do that. That's why I think the break and hold of the nine sits more with me with when I get in a trade. But everybody has their own thing that they hone in on that they really like, right? So I'm proud of you with that though. You
So
are hanging.
we have Vivian in the chat that says, Dawn, I have the same issues. Even though I'm on a practice account, I'm struggling. So, with what? What was what'd
What's
you
the
say,
struggle?
Dawn? No,
Hmm?
but I mean, she's relating to you. So, I don't know I think it was focus though, right?
Yeah, it was me jumping around to different stuff and over trading when I went to futures and just, bad habits overall, right? And I think the over trading thing was what killed me in futures. And then when I came back to stocks and options, initially I was jumping all over the place instead of honing in on one ticker and learning it, charting it, because you can pick one ticker and learn everything you need to learn on that one, every technique and whatever you're using. And then, like what you did, you can take it other places. But I just like IWM. I like the price point. I like the way it moves, and it's comfortable for me. So one thing if I can offer any advice, that was huge for me. Just picking that one stock to focus on. That took a lot of white noise out of what I was doing.
So she says she's over trading. I assume it's a she. I should not assume that. Not waiting on setups for futures. And futures is tough. If you're not waiting on your setup, you're gonna get your face ripped off.
Yep. Over and
But
over again.
Mm-hmm.
what do you think, F2? Have you traded futures at all, paper or anything?
I don't think
Um,
so.
No.
well, um, I don't plan on doing it anytime soon. I'm pretty content with my current situation. So
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean?
There you go.
Well, I have to say, I'm happy to see a full panel up here tonight. Thank y'all for coming up here.
Okay, so Tommy says, for someone who started a couple months ago, I currently trade SPY. Do you recommend a simple ticker for beginners that does the same movements? For example, Don said IWM. Yeah, I love IWM. It is great. But Coach would say Ford if you're brand new, right?
Mm-hmm.
And or Apple. And we have the Apple chat that literally, if you just paper trade alongside David and F2 and Eric and all, and Bruno is in there a good bit, I think too. But hey, Paul, there's a lot. I would
Oh,
not. I mean, are you having any success? Like, how's it feel, Tommy?
yeah, because that's huge.
I would
And the
never. Yeah,
remember
I
the learned
started with
helpless.
Spy too, and you know what my favorite thing to do was when Coach said, "We've got to wait. We're gonna be back." I'd be like, "No, I'm gonna go ahead. I got this."
Well, it's like the learned helplessness video when Palm, speaking of Palm, was talking about, you trying to trade SPY. Why are you trying to trade a ticker that is going to eventually kick your ass, especially if you don't have experience trading? So go for something easier, like what Maria was saying, like Ford. Apple is a little bit more volatile than it used to be, but Apple is one, right? The smaller tickers like American Airlines or Carnival Cruise Lines that aren't expensive that you can just kind of trade on. Even the hot stock picks, they're cheap. And you can get some small, quick movements on them when you're learning how to scalp, but you got to get your ass up at 4 in the morning. But, just start small. SPY is one of the hardest things that you can trade, especially if you haven't been trading that long. So that's what I would do. I would
And
definitely
they're
try
all
something easier.
tough. And so
Yeah.
I assume if you're trading SPY and you just started, you're trading options, and that's not suggested either, right? So you need to pick something that's affordable with shares, right?
So I suggested the hot stock picks. They're cheaper.
Yeah, but they're
And
volatile. They're almost worse than SPY. Lord,
well, I mean, shoot,
they
you got
can
you got
be.
some
They
that
have their moments.
you got some that aren't bad, like Open. Open
Shoot,
was a hot stock pick, so you
Ange
got
was
Open.
Ange got her starting there. That's
Hmm.
where.
And remember Serve and Holo?
Oh gosh, Ange and I were talking about Serve
Yeah.
last night. They
Yeah.
had news yesterday.
Peggy and who was the other one?
Lucy.
Lucy.
Lucy. Like they're the ones that typically fed my manicure, pedicure. It was about they when they showed up, it was about time for one or the other.
Yeah, they tend to show up back to back.
Mm-hmm.
That was so crazy, but yeah, Tenon. I remember that Tenon morning.
Tenon was a great day.
Mark made like 10K on that, I think. Who we had the other mod in here who showed up. He named his daughter made like 40,000 or something like that. Some crazy number. 10,000. I don't know.
Yeah.
Reset. Reset after every trade. No attachment. No revenge. Next trade. New decision.
Law. That is law.
It's what you really have to do mentally is reset. That's why we just said before, one trade doesn't make the trade, or whether it's a bad or a good trade, right? And you got to go into each trade thinking, okay, I mean, because if you carry over what you just did, even if you like made a big win, you're going to maybe go into the next one overconfident. Or if you lost a lot, you're going to go into next one skittish, right?
Yes,
New
ma'am.
trade. What do you guys think about that?
I agree 100%. So today I took a call instead of a put. Okay. And I'm like, oh no, I barely got green and got out because obviously it was a mistake, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh, oops. And, uh, but I mean, I couldn't go into my next trade thinking about that, right? Like it
Right.
was a mechanical error. It was, and you just can't, whether it's good or bad, right? Like you
Yeah.
said, it either gives you an inflated sense of like Superman, or whatever. So you have to be careful at what your mind is doing,
Which
your
is
internal dialogue.
what's the internal dialogue going on? You gotta be mindful of it. That's a part of the process that we're talking about, right? What else we got here?
I'm charting.
Are you charting?
Yeah.
Final reminder: process over outcome. That is where you need to be mentally, and you need to focus on the process so much so that you can do it practically without thinking about it, right? So that is the topic for tonight. What are you charting?
Right now, ES.
Is that what you trade? Because I know you don't mess with NQ anymore.
Yeah. So my goals for this year is basically consistency and just being consistent across the board. So I have one, which is my bread and butter. So for scalping, that's ES, and that's strictly the one that I scalp. and then I have a series of about 7 or 8 that I watch for 2-minute EWOs, that I have alerts set for, so that I know to go and look at those if something comes up or if there's a potential opportunity to trade one of those. But yeah, I really tightened up uh, my workflow and what I pay attention to and what I'm doing, just to even it out a little bit, and it keeps me focused, and allows me to train a ton, and really, in essence, following the process. So
Hmm.
that's the biggest thing and biggest takeaway, that I have for the year, is just being consistent. But yeah, ES is my bread and butter, for scalping.
Nice.
NQ can stay in her jail for now. Same with gold. I have those two put away for now. I figured I'd revisit. I'll revisit gold at some point and probably put her in, EWO, box eventually. But NQ, she's fine on the wayside for now.
Like oil. Oil would be a nice one to do a 2-minute EW on, but it can eat you up too if you don't catch it in the right time. I used to
Well,
mess
so
with
can
oil.
everything else. Like at that point,
Yeah.
then if I were to put something like that, and I suppose I could say the same thing about NQ.
Hmm.
At that point, I'm just making an excuse of why I shouldn't get it. So,
Yeah, right.
I mean, that's essentially what I would be doing. But I mean, oil is fine. You just got to know when the right time is to watch it. You got
Yeah,
to.
that was my
You
point.
have
Yeah.
to have volume, yeah, in
Yeah,
that because oh my gosh.
it will chew you up. But when it runs, it runs. It runs real nice. But
Mhm.
I would look at it from time to time and play it from time to time. But my main thing was M2K and MES. So yeah. But oh man. Anybody else got anything they want to add before we get out of here?
The only thing I would say is that so process over outcome, but we can also be judging the outcome as we're taking the trade, right? Or as we're uh in the trade, and that shouldn't be possible if because you're looking at your P&L, right? Like, well, not that it's not possible because we know where we got in and whatnot, but it just you cannot be looking at your P&L during a trade. And Trent, I do know that our boy was doing that today because when he did speak up today, Don, you had said
I heard
he hadn't
him.
been very vocal. No, I
Yeah.
mean this afternoon was very
Yeah.
he was
Yeah.
oh, okay. Um
Oh, okay. No, no, no. I didn't know that. Okay.
Right. And so it's clear that he's watching his P&L. F2, where's your P&L
Bye, Ange.
when you're
Uh,
trading?
uh, I don't have it up. I don't even have the widget up. So that's
Right.
what you're asking.
Yeah. And so he was literally and I'm not saying this about him. It's about me too. There are times where I'll create like a new layout on Weeble and all of a sudden it'll be there and I'm like, oh no, hold on. Like it'll have my cost average or cost basis line or whatever. And I'm like, no. I don't want to know. But yeah, it's just really important to trade the trade, trade the chart, trade
Yeah.
the chart.
Chart and
Yeah.
soul. Absolutely. Trade the chart, get your process down, figure out here's what I would do for all you new traders out there. First of all, figure out what type of strategy fits your personality. What fits your style? Who are you? Are you kind of, chop chop chop, let's go. I don't have time. Scalping's probably for you. If you've got all day and you don't mind waiting and then the 2-minute EWO is probably for you, right? And then figure out one stock that you want to trade, and then obviously figure out how much you're going to put in your account, what your risk management's going to be, figure out your 1 to 3%, and then just do coach's rules. Don't lose more than 1 to 3%. Don't do more than 3 to 5 trades, right? Paper trade initially. So it's all it is following the rules. If you follow them to the letter and don't leave any of them out, that's one of the first things he says on the rules, then you'll be fine. I think somebody fell out here.
That is, I mean, coach's rules come first, right? They come before process. While you're trying to figure that out, they are there to help you have money for when you figure it out,
Right.
right? When you
Because
figure
if you
out
don't
your
have the money,
process.
it's a mute point.
If you have
What are you
if you
processing?
have right, if you have no capital left, this is not happening. So yeah, the protection of capital has to come first and then process, which you'll figure out. Like, and the EWO is great. And the some people only trade double tops and double bottoms. Some people trade, so there's a lot of different ways to do this.
Absolutely. But figure out your strategy, figure out what it is that is going to fit with you. And that will actually help you to enjoy what you're doing, right? It's like with the video editing, I came up with a process that made it more enjoyable for me to do it and do it quicker, right? And and the same thing holds true with the trading. Narrowed down IWM, got the chart right. I mean, nuts. Got the chart right. And just focusing on the break and hold of the 9, just over and over and over and over and over again. Over and over and over. That's all I'm focused on. I've whittled everything down, like what Ange said. Period. I'm focused on my entry. If I see what I need to see, I'm good. I don't care about anything else. You got to simplify it. Otherwise, you'll get dragged all over the place and you'll be so, and it's never going to hone in. So that would be my best advice. Hone in. Well, gang, thank you guys for coming up and hanging out. Everybody that's down there in the chat, all the chats, Twitch, Facebook. I got to figure out what Coach was talking about because he said you can see all the chats on here. So I got to get with that and start and play with this. Don't forget, hold on. Don't forget to get yourself registered. Oh, that's the other one. You can also take 10% off using code DAWN, DAWN, for any of these memberships. And that will get you 10% off at checkout. And it also gets me 10%. So it's much appreciated if you do use that promo code on checkout. And right now we've got buy a year of VIP, get a year of gold for free, buy a year of futures, get a year of futures VIP for free. We've got the throwback promo where you get the $500 price for the premium, and for 2 years you get the $750. And by all means, make sure you guys are going over to AmericanDreamTrading.com and registering for the workshop, which is on January 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that be it, ladies and gentlemen.
Be there or be square.
Yes, yes, yes. I'm
Y'all
going to
have a
end.
great night.
You too, baby
Yep.
girl. Thank you for coming up. F, thank you, Trent. Thank you.
Yes,
and
ma'am. Thanks for having me.
F2, don't forget about me if you have your mod onboarding. I'm still waiting on mine.
I'm waiting for him to. And he said he's supposed to reply. So
I mean, it's just been a year. No biggie. I did just have my modiversary.
Oh, good for you, honey.
Right?
When was it your
Right.
modiversary? It's been a year?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
No, I know, right? I felt the same way.
What? Wow, it doesn't seem like it.
I know.
Man, yeah,
Time flies when you're having fun.
Right?
All right. Love y'all. Good night.
Congratulations, honey. Night. Night, everybody.
good night.
No, see y'all tomorrow.
Are you a truck driver who loves the open road, but you're ready to finally come home? American Dream Trading gives you everything. Live Zoom calls, daily trading classes, a community of moderators who support you, and Coach Chat's decades of expertise. This is training, not a gamble, a skill you'll have forever, and you can learn it even while you're still on the road. The question is, are you ready to trade the highway for home? Good news is, you can begin your day trading journey absolutely free. Join our free workshop. It's for beginners just like you. Begin your day trading journey. It's January 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern Time. You can sign up right now at americandreamtrading.com.
Did you know that over 95% of people who attempt to learn day trading or stock trading of any kind fail because they do it without a coach or a mentor? Meet Coach Chad Christian, the owner and founder of American Dream Trading.
Go small, leave it alone, let it work. If this candle makes new high, I will long this candle. But this is a danger spot. This is still technically 690. Are we all on the same page? This is where a lot of people, you'll long it early and you'll get burned up. Then you'll have to sit for this to go red to pull back to this 9. You'll be red the whole time going, oh my gosh, what happened? Why did I do that? And then it'll make new high. And a lot of you, if you went in too big, it will go red on you, right? And then you'll sell it off. It'll bounce the 9, make new high. And you're like, why didn't I hold on to it? How many people am I talking to right now?
Here, thank you.
Yeah. Go small, leave it alone, let it work.
Never traded before? No worries. Join us on January 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern and discover how easy and rewarding trading can be. We break it down step by step so you can build confidence and start your journey with expert guidance. We're here to empower you with proven strategies and support. Don't miss out on the best path to your trading success. No experience needed. Just bring your curiosity. Join us on January 22nd at 4 p.m. Eastern for a life-changing workshop. Just click the Join the Free Workshop button on americandreamtrading.com to get signed up today.
You guys remember all the rules. You must follow all of them. Not some. You don't get to sprinkle in your own and leave mine out. You must follow all the rules. Always have a stop loss in each and every trade. If you're a new trader, make sure you are simulate trading only using a paper account. I don't want anybody losing their money while you are in training. Make sure you guys are using small position sizes. This will allow you to let those runners run and stop out the losers. Again, stops on every trade, regardless of shares, options, futures, or crypto. Make sure you guys are journaling every single day. It's one of the most important pieces of what we do on top of the risk management so that you can help assess what you are doing and make the changes that you need to do. Don't trade in the first 30 minutes or the last hour of the day if you're a new trader. And if you are an experienced trader, please be careful the first 3 minutes or the last 8 minutes of the trading day.
I was stuck in the cycle, just spinning my wheels, chasing time, losing sleep, forgetting how to feel. Dreams collecting dust on a shelf in my mind, till I found a spark, a way to realign. Not just numbers, charts, or lines on a screen. Was a mirror that showed who I could be. American dream trading, you opened the door, gave me the tools, now I'm asking for more. No more waiting for life to decide. You gave me the pen so I can rewrite. From fear to focus, from doubt to drive, I found my strength, now I'm alive. You didn't just teach me to trade, you helped me rewrite my life. Used to think I missed my chance, too late to change, but you showed me growth lies outside the cage. Now I'm building something real, not just getting by, flipping setbacks into fuel, reaching for the sky. You said mindset first, and now I see success starts with who you believe you can be. into a seed. Now I grow with every rise and fall, standing tall, no dreams too small. American dream being traded, you show me the way, turn my dark into light, my night into day. Now I'm writing my future in my own hand, with purpose, with power, with a brand new plan. From stuck to soaring, from fear to flight, you help me rewrite my life. Yeah, I'm trading more than stocks, I'm trading pain for pride. Thanks to the dream, now rewrite my life. Welcome to the aftermarket party where we hang free.